It's still early out in Cali, baby, don't you wanna rally again? Find a road with no name, lay back in the slow lane. Skies dropping, Jupiter around us like some old train. We'll be rolling down the windows, I bet you we'll catch a nice second wind. We don't have to go home, we can leave the night on. We can leave the night on.
Alright, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for clicking on this video. So, I know in my last sit down video, I talked about how to lose weight. So this one is going to be how to gain muscle. Another main fitness goal aside from losing fat is gaining muscle, is becoming toned. So I wanted to talk about that goal here. So if you guys watched my last video, you will know the main takeaway of that video was to be in a caloric deficit. So this is the exact opposite. You want to be in a caloric surplus in order to gain muscle. So unfortunately, a lot of people think that they can lose fat and gain muscle at the same time. And unfortunately for most people, that's not true. Unless you're a complete newbie and it's your first time being in the gym, in which case there's this thing as newbie gains where you can lose fat and gain muscle at the same time. Usually you could not. If you're experienced in working out, in order to gain muscle, you will have to be in a caloric surplus. And in a caloric surplus, you will also inevitably be gaining fat because you are eating more food than you are expending. And the goal of the surplus is to kind of minimize the fat gain and maximize on the muscle gain. So like I said, with a caloric deficit, the same thing goes for caloric surplus. First, you want to find your maintenance calories. So track your calories for 1 to 2 weeks, see where you're at, see how many calories you're eating while you're maintaining your weight. And then in order to be in the surplus, you want to increase that. So with the food side of things, just like when you're losing fat, when you're gaining muscle, you want to increase your calories slowly. And especially with increasing calories, you want to do this slowly in order to minimize the fat gain that comes along with it. So if you just went from 1,200 calories up to 2,000 calories, your body is in a state to where it'll gain fat a lot quicker, and you'll put on a lot of fat during that time as well, as opposed to if you slowly increase your calories, you can minimize the fat gain while maximizing the increase in your muscle mass. So again, look at your calories, look at your macro split, increase your carbs by a little bit, protein, fat, gradually over time. Don't do just a huge jump at once. And then here, you also want to make sure you really focus on the gym. So if your goal is to increase muscle, I know with a deficit and losing fat, you can really do whatever workouts you want. However, if your goal is to put on muscle, you are primarily wanting to be in the gym and strength training. So a big part of putting on muscle is tracking your volume. Keep a workout journal. I have one. Dang it, it's in my gym bag, which is in the car. But I literally write down every exercise I do, the weight I use, the amount of sets, and the amount of reps. That way next week I can try to either increase the set, increase the reps, or increase the weight. And you really want to focus on this when you're trying to put on muscle, because that will be the only way for you to increase size, is if you increase your volume. Because if you keep the same volume, obviously you're not going to have a new stimulus to promote the muscle growth, and you're just going to stay where you are. So the main thing is keep a workout journal, write down what you're doing to make sure that the next week, the next time you're in the gym performing those exercises, you will increase either the weight, the reps, the volume. Really, you want to increase the weight. You want to see that your strength is going up, because if your strength is going up, that most likely means you are gaining muscle, and that is the whole goal. So again, you will also be putting on some fat. Don't be afraid of that. You need to do that in order to grow. And then once you're done in your growing phase, your bulking phase, you'll obviously be able to cut back down. And then once you cut off that fat, you'll reveal all that new muscle that you've made. So don't worry about it. It's temporary. The main thing is you need to be in a surplus. So use this as a time to eat all that food that you don't usually get to eat when you're in your cutting phase. Take advantage. Of course, you still want to eat the nutrient-dense food, but this is also a time where you can incorporate more of the fun foods. But again, don't go crazy, don't go overboard, because then you can put on more fat than you're ultimately planning to. So I really want to keep this video short, just like the last one. So the main takeaway of putting on muscle is being a caloric surplus, so eating more calories than you're expending. Decrease your cardio. don't decrease it fully, but again, just like food, slowly decrease it over time to make sure that you're not, you know, expending more calories, because then you won't be able to put on the muscle. However, cardio is really great for your heart, so you can still keep it in, but just don't do nearly as much as you were before. And again, increase your volume, mostly focus on weight. You want to increase your weight over time so that your strength will increase and your muscle mass will increase. So again, thank you for watching. If you want any more specific help for you and your body, you can always email me at hugsandfitness.com. I can give you a training plan and just kind of guide you more one-on-one. This is just a generic how-to video. So thank you again for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.